Hi, Carly.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Long time no see.
I know. I still
Okay.
miss you.
Oh, no, I cannot sit on my balcony alone anymore. It's not.
Right.
Mm-mm. Okay, so this is Sip and Pep episode. I don't remember how many.
We're not going to count.
We're getting to the point where I'm like, this is not on one, two, three, four anymore. Great.
No.
Okay, so today I think we decided that we're going to dive into kind of straying away from our normal positivity, getting into attacking doubts and how, we all have them, how you and I take care of them, how do we tackle it? And we'll go from there. Like, what do we usually doubt ourselves over, and how do we get out of it?
I think it's such a great subject because it's always evolving. You are never not going to have doubt. And some days my tools might work, but I need ideas on other people's tools and it might change throughout. So I think it's a really good subject to think about and to continually explore.
Yeah, I think that is such a brilliant thing to also mention that a new experience can trigger a new area of doubt, and that's where you can meet a new part of yourself. And I think that's this is going to be a good discussion. I can feel it.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to start us off?
Let's
Let's start
see.
with self-doubt. I think that's something we can all
Yeah,
relate.
definitely. And I think today in this time in this year, it's like come up a lot. And I'm going to go career mode right now, professionalism. And we're seeing layoffs that are happening everywhere, layoffs or leaving the industry. And personally, my latest has been I've left. I've decided that, I needed to move on to a different chapter, a different, place to be, a place to call home. And, a lot of doubt that is happening is that scary choice that you're making,
Hmm.
and not knowing the end result. And then for me, that's when the doubt kicks in.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it in the shower this morning. I was just like, what causes doubt? What is doubt? And in my brain, doubt is actually everyone else's voice. It's actually in everyone else's voice in my head. And
Yeah.
many times I might be making that up. I think you and
Yes.
I just talked about this recently. It's not
Hmm.
necessarily what they're saying, it's what I'm thinking they're saying.
Hmm.
And so, how do I change my mental process into fixating on this thing I've created that people are saying about me and thinking about the positive?
I think you said two really incredible things that I want to touch upon. One is the actual meaning. What is doubt even? And I think for me, the moment I start to consider even somebody else's point of view, that's when I know. That's when I know because um, the authority of my life has to be mine. And so when I am listening to whatever my brain is repeating, A, it is not necessarily true. B,
Yes.
even if it is, even if like I had a very tough upbringing, right? So 99% wasn't enough. Why didn't you make 100% grade? Like it was that way. And so I just know that the moment I start considering somebody else's point of view, I have lost authority, not control. I mean authority. So it matters more to me what other people think about my life than what I think about my life. And that's just immediate. Like it doesn't even matter. It's so immediate for me.
Yep.
I'll go, "Oh, I'm doing something that is just so irregular." The second thing you said was how doubt can be usually other people, like how it's parents or teachers or authority figures as we were growing up. For me, that's how it started, but now I have come to believe that like if you really think about it, it's really just one energy that we're using in different ways. So when I trust myself, it's the same amount of trust that I'm putting in myself. Then when I am not trusting myself, I'm putting the same amount of trust in something else,
Yeah.
right? It's kind of like the same energy. So I just have to remind myself that it's part of the process of growing, in my
Yeah.
opinion. It's so important. If we don't have them, then we're not going anywhere. The reason we are, faced with them means that we're doing something, right?
Yes.
And I think that's really
I
beautiful.
I picture it as like, the cliche like movie scenes where they have the devil and the angel like telling you the good things and the bad things. In my head, doubt is this little miniature person, some influence in my life that is telling me, no, you're never going to do it, or there's no way she's going to make it. And what I've realized that I never thought I would be able to do is in the past like 4 months, you and I have worked, just for example, starting this pep talk posse and putting ourselves out there and seeing the positivity come in, like these people that are just reaching out and praising it, saying the world needs it, or, oh my God, I can't wait to see what's next. Like those little positive moments I've been able to focus on. And whenever I get that little miniature person that is on my shoulder, like crossing their arms, like, no way, I then go to that other person that sent me the message or that liked a profile or listened to our, sip and pep. And if I can just continue to shift focus to
Mm-hmm.
the positives, that has helped me work through that doubt. And, it's also like baby steps. Sometimes having this like expectation of winning, achieving, having it all done is like the worst thing you can do when it comes to doubt. And it's like, just take a little baby step.
That is so perfect because we tend to wait to celebrate or like give ourselves the pat on the back once I get there, once I have done it, once I have finished this, once
Story
I've
of my
become.
life.
And
Yes.
it's bullshit. Is it not bullshit? Because when we get there, there's something else. It never stops. Tell me it's not bullshit.
That is my life. Yes.
So the idea of cake after the party or like towards the end of the party. Why? When Pep Talk Posse started, just being able to discuss that with friends. It was such a horrible thing. Like, what if they
Yeah.
say it's not a good idea? It doesn't really matter if they like it or not. It really matters if I like it because the idea came to me, that kind of a thing. But I think that's my struggle area.
Yeah. It's definitely drawing from past experiences, doubt in general, right? And I think if we can do that job of reminding ourselves, you be you, and if you be you, the best will come to you. I was just going to raising children, and the doubt that a parent feels
Mm,
every single day, you know, what should I be doing? Am I doing the right thing? Am I allowing too much? Am I not allowing enough? And I constantly have to remind myself as I look at my daughter and, once I just relax and be me and reward the positive and, encourage those moments, even though it might not be the right thing to do in society, it's us, it's our family and it's me.
I know. And I always wonder that why are they always telling people to fit in when by design we're not supposed
Me
to,
too.
right? Because think about it, every time we have an experience with a friend, let's say we go out, like with any, pick a person, Barack Obama, we know the kind of dinner that will be. It will be witty, it will be smart. Maybe Barack will tell us about the playlist he's been listening to, or like you can tell. And so the point of that is we love spending time with people who can be themselves, and then the kind that we like. So that's how people get cheated in, and I don't mean cheated physically, I mean cheated emotionally, in terms of relationships or jobs, even, or friendships, where somebody was not authentic, somebody was not presenting themselves as they are. So sometimes people will play games to get you to be their girlfriend, or people will try and like fill this role. So we'll just say anything we have to say to get you to sign the offer letter. So that maybe gives like just festers more doubt later on, the more you're burned, I guess. So I think all the answers that every time we talk about something, and the idea is just be you,
Yeah.
just be so
Hmm.
you, just be so unafraid to be you. And I think that's beautiful.
I think, doubt is one of those things that there's never the perfect key, the perfect tool to get through. And it's almost one of the biggest challenges to get through and one of those biggest lessons. And I almost feel like we should create that moment once you got through doubt, like you just got through it and
Mm,
you need to like write down, record yourself, remind yourself that you just got through everything you questioned yourself on. And what helped you do that? What made you do that? Because that moment after doubt, when you
mm-hmm.
pushed through to really focus on what just happened, I think it's like getting over doubt or getting through doubt is like a slow burn, right? You just keep getting through it. You keep getting presented with it. You keep doing it. But if we can make these lessons to like help us push through faster.
Yeah, doubt is but a messenger that's telling you where you are and where you want to go. And the path is you self soothing, you being able to use it and not lose it in the moment. Where if somebody tells you you're too much and you're now doubting yourself, you're like, am I too much? Let me just soften my edges or whatever. That's my personal example.
Can we
um,
put our like inner child on, our inner child voice, and just say why?
why?
That's what we should ask ourselves. Or
Yeah,
why not? Like
why not? That's my
that's what it should
everybody.
be. You
Yeah,
should just always ask it right back in the face.
yeah, and why not? And if like it's okay if I'm too much here, that means I'm supposed to be somewhere else, and that's okay too. I think there's such a brilliant way that life just works for us, and doubts can have that power to keep you stuck, to
Hmm.
keep you in that. But it is also a good trigger to, if you just use it and go ask yourself, why not? Boom, you're somewhere else. And then growth. And I think that's why um, doubt is not designed to stop you or make you stuck or defeat you. It really is just trying to make you the person that has to be here. Like the difference, you're just, it's so beautiful. And we just, if we think like that, we could be so many places so much faster, rather than being stuck in places, jobs, relationships, people, friendships, whatever. If we just take that doubt and use it.
There's a negotiation tactic that I got from my certification that I did through Yale School of Management. It was super fun. Zoe, I'll tag you. I don't remember your last name, but the most amazing professor. And it was the question because it is like negotiating with our doubt, right? And so the best question to always ask when entering a negotiation conversation is, what can we do to make this happen?
Well,
Boom.
I have no answer.
You tell me no. Okay, what do we have to do to make it happen? Maybe
Yeah,
it's one baby step. Maybe it's getting through that.
yeah.
I love that, and that is something that's always stuck with me. And I think it's something true that you should ask yourself as well.
That also reminds me of this one question I do ask myself a lot, where when I get into that moment where it just starts to feel icky, and I go, okay, well, how long? Just give me a deadline on this pity party. Give me a deadline on the
Yes.
pity party. So I just need to know. I don't need to know how much are we going to beat ourselves up over this, how much we're going to. I don't need to know all of that. Just tell me the deadline. The moment I ask that question, it's like, okay, what the fuck was I even doing? Immediate.
5 days, 5 weeks, five minutes, 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
Deadline. We're here. Let's go.
move on.
Oh my god. Are we ready for our
Yes.
exercise? So I got the book. I know I was doing the PDF on my phone for the longest time. So this one spoke a little about challenge. That's why I picked it. So I don't know. I haven't read the whole key aspect of it yet. So this is going to be new for the both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Planting the seeds, it's called. Okay. The human spirit loves a challenge. This desire to overcome may be the secret to our success as a species. Species? Species? You get the point.
Yeah.
Every human science was born through hard study and failed experiments, and every human personality is the product of an innate drive to create something unique from one's raw individual experience. I'm liking this.
Mm-hmm.
The need to be challenged is so strong in us that we sometimes make things more difficult than they need to be.
That's we're in alignment.
Where is the line? Okay. Just so we can rise to the occasion and overcome the obstacles we have ourselves created. I'm loving this. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
think it would be so on point. Okay. You are an eminent scientist who has been working to develop a new species. I'm just going to try that one. Species of plant. Of plant. You have spent years in your laboratory experimenting, and now your efforts have begun to show results. As the ultimate test of the hardiness of your creation, you plant 100 seeds of the new strain in an inhospitable desert location. How many of those 100 seeds sprout? Give a number from 0 to 100. Inhospitable environment. That changes things. Okay, I'll still say 80. 82. 84.
I went way to 100. I mean, the field was full. I think on the outskirts there were some brown, but that was like over 1,000.
It's a desert. Okay, I'm just gonna read it. I just got lost in the inhospitable desert. Oh man. Okay, I'll go 84. Okay. The number you gave as an answer correlates to your self conf. Oh damn.
Mm.
100, 100.
I would have thought we would have been the opposite.
Correlates to your self confidence level. In this story, the scientist stands for feelings of confidence and even pride. Ooh. On the other hand, the hostile desert sands represent a difficult challenge or test and therefore elicit feelings of doubt and uncertainty. People who answered with higher numbers felt greater affinity with the scientist and have high confidence levels. Woo-woo! Those who answered with lower numbers felt the challenge was too great and have correspondingly lower self confidence. Scale 99 to 100. Oh, that's the first
Okay.
answer. Oof, it's an understatement to say you're self confident. Maybe a better word would be, I don't like this, vain. I don't. This is stupid. I think self confident was correct. If I'm gonna bet on myself, you better believe will be 100 out of 100. Sure, it's important to believe in yourself, but you tend to dismiss the challenges of the rest of the world. Don't forget that one of the truest signs of strength is accepting one's own weaknesses. Yeah. And so, um, I think I don't like it. I'm just, I'm just going to stop there. So if you picked anywhere like 99 or 100, it's an understatement to say you're self-confident. Period. Period. You don't need to read the rest of it. Okay. 81 to 98. Oh my god, this one's mine. You radiate confidence in yourself and your own capabilities, but somehow it doesn't come across as arrogance. I highly doubt it. The, the amount of times I've been called arrogant is remember when people will tell us like there's a company value called humble and be like, I do not know humility. Those around you generally feel it as a sense of cool certainty, making you a natural leader wherever you go. I'm not sure about this one, Kokology. Okay, 61 to 80. If you picked 61 to 80, maybe you're best described as cautious optimist, hoping for the best, but always prepared for the worst. That realistic philosophy keeps you grounded when others might lose their head in the clouds. Me, losing my head in the clouds. 41 to 60. Your self confidence is in the average range, neither too cocky nor too unsure. Maybe you're still finding out what it is you're best at. Or maybe you just have a healthy respect for the difficulties that stand before you. Believe in yourself and the world will follow suit. I don't know why we have to respect the difficulties. I am of the mind that I have to respect myself more and my belief more. Fuck the difficulties. They never
I
last.
think, it's acknowledging them,
Right, but like they
Yeah.
never last. That's the point. Anyway,
Hence confident.
that's why I chose what I chose.
uh,
Makes sense. 21 to 40. While you don't doubt yourself entirely, you tend to overestimate the challenges confronting you. You may excuse this tendency as a simple resignation to the facts, but your pessimistic outlook affects the way other people see you. The only way for you to inspire confidence in others is to first have it in yourself. 1 to 20. It's one thing to be humble, but you need to focus on developing a better sense of your own value. There is nothing wrong with believing you can achieve great things, and with a little hard work, you can. The only thing holding you back is you. Love that. That's one answer I've loved so far. And the last one is 0. If somebody picked 0, what looks like an utter lack of confidence is actually a sign of perfectionistic pride. That one was surprising.
Interesting. Yeah.
You cannot tolerate the thought of being proven wrong or even making a mistake. So you pretend that everything is too difficult for you. If you don't learn to face those fears, you may fool the world into thinking you're just never do well. I don't even know what the word is. But you'll always know that you never even tried. So it's something I don't know what this word is. Near do well? Is this English?
I don't know. It must be like a naysayer and never do well. Like,
Yeah. I'm just gonna go with the naysayer.
Yeah.
Into thinking you're just a naysayer, but you'll always know that you never even tried. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I would even add something to this exercise, which maybe we should do in the future.
Tell us.
Like as you're looking at what was it, inhospitable desert environment and your plants and how they've grown, whatever number has come, what was your thought? What did you tell them? What did you think when you saw that percentage? Of like maybe that person that saw 10% wanted to dive in and figure out what went wrong, and that's someone that's ready to push through a challenge.
Your feeling is so important.
Yep. And it's the way you deal with doubt and adversity and a challenge.
Wow. That is true. Like if you, for example, with your answer, and after you said it, I was like, damn, I would have picked that one because I didn't think that was that's what I mean. Like I didn't think that was an option, right? But the fact that it's 100% possible. Like, I put all of my effort in, I made sure all the plants are okay. So they have to sprout. Done. My job here
Right.
is done. And everything else, when I say 84 or when people say 61, I think that's where you go, then you let world come in, where, oh, what will the world do? It will do what you think it will do. You don't
Hmm.
have to worry about that. And that's what I love the most about your answer. That's how I tend to usually live my life. I must be in a weird, funky state right now because I'm going to have a talk with myself about this later.
When I think of like when I saw the field full of plants, I was like, all right, how did I do this? I want to
Hmm.
dig deeper into how I solved it because it happened and I need to be able to do it for next time.
Yeah.
So I'm a
And you
big
were the
like
scientist. So, like, you made the plants that way. My plants. Mind your business. I don't know. All right. So I think we've come to the point where, well, if somebody's going through a doubtful time, what will we tell them? A
I
pep.
think I'll start. Sorry. I think, just learning by my own lesson, don't let that voice sit there and stew in your head. You have to focus on those positive voices, those positive interactions, those people that are supporting you, that voice inside you, your heart that is supporting this decision because you know you and you
Mm-hmm.
can do it. So
Yeah.
shift your focus because that voice will always be there and use it as that challenge to rise to and shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
Slap
Shut
it
it.
across the face, drop it on the floor, pick up that little positive notion, those little moments that you've had that have hinted at this is the right
Mhm.
way to go.
I love what you said, and I'm going to build on that a little bit in the terms of don't fight your thoughts. You will never win with your own thoughts. And that's why it's important to just completely let go and pick something else. So when we're playing with toys and somebody tells you, give me the toy, you are unwilling to give it. But then somebody gives you another toy. I'm talking about when we're kids, obviously. And then somebody gives you another toy and you immediately leave the toy you were playing with and you want the new one. Treat doubts like that. Whenever there's any thought that you don't like, pick one. What if yourself into picking one that feels good? Don't worry about who didn't clap for you when you succeed or who wouldn't clap for you when you succeed. Focus on clapping for yourself so hard that you don't have time, you don't have energy to listen for anything else. Just be your biggest fucking cheerleader in your life, and that's all it takes. Ask yourself, how long does this pity party last? Ask yourself, how long do you need to sit with yourself with all of these things? And at some point, you'll notice that you get sick of it. You get so sick of telling yourself these mean things. And then you'll be like, all right, done. Moving on. Moving on. It's just that much. You don't have to stew and marinate. And if you have to, do it. Wallow.
Mm-hmm.
But then ask yourself, when is the deadline? When,
I love that. I love clap for yourself.
oh,
Clap for
clap for
yourself
yourself
so
so
loud.
hard. And
And don't forget, the minute that doubt comes in, say, why not?
and remember those times when others did clap for you, even if it was
Yes,
once. Focus on that. Oh, I love this one.
that
I
was a
think
good
it's
one.
so
I
sweet.
needed it.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Let's say
right.
bye and then meet our people, our OG peppers next week.
Okay.
Bye, Carly. Thank
Bye.
you. Love
Thank
you.
you. Bye.